Hello everyone, my name is Sahil Sharma. I'm studying Masters of Information Technology in CSU Melbourne. I'm studying ITC571 Emerging Technologies and Innovation. So I would like to thank Malka for giving me an opportunity to work on a research paper that is VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol, Challenges and Benefits in Business Sector. First of all, I would like to tell you what VoIP is. It stands for Voice over Internet Protocol. Actually, it is a new type of phone service. We used internet to make telephone calls. It is also known as IP telephony, broadband call network. VoIP system is very popular as compared to PSTN. Anyone knows what PSTN is? Actually, it is a public Swiss telephone network. As nowadays, VoIP can save a lot of money due to its economical features and by reducing infrastructure and monthly maintenance. So, therefore, many business sectors have implemented VoIP over PSTN. But there are a number of risks that needs to be mitigated and should be discussed. The article contains a literature review of the topic, an explanation about what VoIP is, how VoIP works, and their advantages and their risks, and how to mitigate those risks. On the basis of these, it appears to be critically review about how the VoIP technology works. Moreover, it discusses about VoIP protocols and the comparison among them. In this paper, I will mention about the risks associated with VoIP such as denial of service, eavesdropping, and their proposed solutions. So the article main motive is to give management with insight about how VoIP benefits business and what could be the challenges they can associate VoIP with their business. VoIP uses internet as a medium to transmit voice signals instead of traditional phone system, that's why it is known as IP telephony. For instance, one can easily make a phone call from his or her computer from a VoIP phone. The objective of this research is to find benefits and challenges that VoIP application faces in a business after implementing as a medium for communication. The aim of this research is to make managers aware about its usage and challenges by carrying out studying and the implementation of VoIP in various business sector in different business sectors. The main impact of this research is to highlight the main issues of voice over internet protocol that mainly include security issues and the challenges. It also reviews the VoIP advantages and disadvantages of the protocol. There are many protocols and standards used for VoIP network, which came through various issues, but the most important protocol taken into consideration is H.323 protocol, which provide multimedia conferencing on local area network. That is one of the positive and most beneficial point of this network. But the problem with H.323 protocol is lack of flexibility and difficulty in high connections setup. So I have attached the image of architecture in my assignment. So in order to make VoIP make more flexible at high-end connections, the solution is to consider SIP protocol, which overcomes the differences, the loopholes which H.323 protocol has. So the SIP protocol which initiate and terminate VoIP session with one or more participant. So I am going to illustrate the differences between the two, that is H.323 protocol and SIP. SIP protocol is very easy to implement, whereas H.323 protocol is difficult to implement. SIP protocol use binary coded representation, whereas H.323 protocol used text pattern. SIP protocol is generally do not use modular approach, whereas H.323 do use it. So SIP prefer to detect the loop, which is very difficult, but the loop detection is very easy in H.323. So on the basis of various scholar articles, I have make a tabular chart in which I mentioned about the various attacks and risks that can happen in VoIP. And I have mentioned about the whether it is a configuration issue or software issue. Moreover, I mentioned about the proposed solutions and the effect and outcome. For instance, the most risk is eavesdropping, that is the configuration issue, in which the voice communication are traveled in signal packets, but it can be attacked by attackers easily. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that VoIP connections are secured via encryption or via using VPN, that is virtual private network. Second issue is man in the middle attack. This is also the configuration issue in which message alteration can be done easily. For this, one need to be a good architecture about the component. And third is the network congestion. This is the configuration risk, which depends upon the computer network so that it can handle certain bandwidth or not at certain point of time. So what we have to do is we have to increase the computer network bandwidth in order to have business network efficiency and productivity up to the certain level. So in this tabular chart, I have drawn 20 various attack issues which can exist in VoIP in business sector. So now I am going to talk about research methodology. Research for this article was done by means of a literature study. The literature review measures to give corporate sector by diving a detailed outlook of the challenges and benefits of VoIP with their possible understanding of application. The literature review included a study of published and scholarly articles, books, and literatures of the management. And now comes the result section. The results section will include the separate table of each column describing the features and techniques represented in table. So I have concluded some key findings. That is 25% of PSTN users now are preferring VoIP over PSTN. 40% of ISDN users are preferring VoIP as compared to ISDN network. So in the last 10 years, many businesses have started adopting VoIP applications instead of using other traditional phone systems. So now I will come about the discussion section. So from the data, one can easily conclude what type of phone calls are being made. And this is the most key factor in determining whether the phone service is economical to business or not. So VoIP phone service have an upper hand for outbound calling with an inbound saving around 70%. That is maximum in VoIP case. So business sector will definitely prefer to use VoIP. So now I would like to conclude about how the VoIP helped the business sector. Receiving VoIP innovation for a core focus can lessen month to month cost up by 76.2% in view of the kind phone utilization. For new organization to start up with VoIP, it can save money on framework cost as well as on infrastructure. So I would like to conclude that VoIP definitely reduce the infrastructure money and monthly maintenance for the low business sector. That's all from me. Thanks a lot. Thank you.